Greetings to all and welcome to the session 3 of week 9 automation and robotics for 5th sem diploma mechanical engineering. So in the today's session we are discussing another simple program using Robodk software. So the program I have chosen is creating a circular path using circular joint way. The robot used for this purpose is universal robot, and the model is UR10E. It has got 6 axes. The reach is 1300 millimeter. The playboard is 10 kg, weight 29 kg, and repeatability is 0.050. So you don't want to worry about these things. So it is available in your models. So directly if you click on UR10E model, so all these things are available. So the tool used is paint gun. The typical application of this particular movement means the circular path is either you can pick the component from one place and rotate it in a circular path and place it, and also you can use this path to paint a particular circular object. So you can use this path for both pick and place and also for painting. So let us directly go to the software and we'll discuss this path, this program in the software itself. So I'll go to the Robodk software. So this is your Robodk software. Close this. Go to the Robodk. Double click here. A new station has come and one reference lab it has got. So initially if you open anything, the two things will automatically come. One is the new station, that is the name of the file, and the one base reference frame. So I'll save it as and say afterwards. Now we'll go on inserting the robot. I will go to the robot library here using this option. As I told earlier, it is also available in the file open robot library. So I'll go for my brand, that is Universal Robot, and my model is UR10E. I will click on open. So all this parameter, everything is available here. Reach, everything I copied here from here only. So don't worry about this model access everything. For this model, these are the parameters. The model, the robot has come here, the universal robot. Now I'll click on inserting tool. For inserting tool, go to file, open, go to Robodk, C documents Robodk, and go to library sample locals here. Click on open. Now go to paint gun, search the paint gun here. That is my tool. For welding option, you should go for weld gun here. Paint gun. Here is the paint gun. As I discussed earlier, you have got two paint gun. One is the model created in using a CAD software. One is the actual tool. So always you have to go for the tool. To click on this, click on open. The paint gun is attached to the flange of the robot. This is the flange. Now if you click double click on the UR10 robot, you will get the parameters for the movement of the robot. As usual, this present position, the home position of the robot, I'll make it as target 1 and I will rename it as home. Click on OK. Now I'll go to approach targets. For that, you should have to move the robot manually or using this parameter. For moving movement, to achieve the movement manually, you have to press Alt. So this target I'll make it as, I'll create a new target and make it as, rename it as my approach. Click on OK. Now I'll create a retract. So after completing our program, it has come to retract position. Approach must be initial position while creating, while starting your any operation. It should have to move to the approach position. Afterwards, it has to start the actual operations. After completing the operation, it has come back to the retract position. So for retract, I'll give another target here. Yes, this is my retract position. So if you know the exact value, you can directly enter here. So just we are trial and erroring here. So we don't know exact value. So we should have to move like this only manually. So now I'll make this as new target and we'll rename it as my retract position. Click on OK. Now my first position of circular path. So put it down. You should have remember that for making this circular joint, you must give more than two targets. So I'll create three targets here. This is my first bit. I'll rotate again. This is my first target. First part of the first corner of the circular part. Make this as new target and I'll rename it C1. That is circular target 1 C1. You can give any name. Now I'll make second corner or second point on my circular path. Rotate this. In order to get the circular path, you should move to only this joint. Otherwise, the circular path will not come. Only you have to move this joint. But if you know the particular arc distance, you can enter here. So this I'll create as new target C2. I'll rename it as C2. Click on OK. And afterwards, I'll again rotate this. This I'll make it as new target. Rename it as corner 3. Okay. Now I got all the 3 corners here. This is my home position. This is my approach. This is the retract. This is the corner 1. This is the corner 2. And this is my corner 3. So now you need to give the joint, the movement between these two targets, all these targets. Now I'll click on generating program here. So as I told earlier, if you insert the program, automatically one reference frame and one tool will be added, and the movement will automatically take. I will delete this movement. Now for home position, I'll give joint movement. As I discussed earlier, you should, wherever possible, you must avoid the linear joint in order to avoid the singularity. I'll give joint movement here. Now for approach also, I'll give joint movement. Now for retract, I'll give the joint movement. Now for corner 1, from retract to corner 1, you should not confuse why you are not giving circular path here, because retract to corner 1, still it is a joint move. Now for corner 1 to corner 2, and corner 3, you have to select 2 targets in to give the circular path. So you should select more than 2 targets. So C2 and C3, you have to select by pressing control and give the circular joint here, this option. Now the circular path is created. You can see, run the program. Here the circular path is created. You can see corner 1, corner 2, and corner 3. How I have given is by for corner C2 and corner C3, I have selected both the corners and have given this circular path. So if you give this means if you select C2 and give it as circular joint, it will show the error because it will ask you to select more than 2 targets for achieving circular path. Now from this corner 3, it has come back to the retract position. Plus click on retract here and give joint movement. So from the retract, again it has go back to the home position, and so click on home position, give the linear joint, this joint movement. Now the program is over now. See here, you can see the simulation bit in a slow way. Now you run the program. I'll run the program. It will showing the arrow mark show the which part of the program is presently happening. So I'll give loop here. Do a bit slow here to explain my targets. Okay, this is my home position. Home, it has come to approach from So something wrong happened here. What is that? Because from approach I have moved to retract, so that is not required here. So retract is only after finishing my target, it has come back to the retract here. So you can edit the program here. If you want this, don't want this movement, just right click here and delete this. Delete. Now that move here, again you should run program here. Home position, approach to corner 1, corner 2, circular path, corner T circular path, from corner 3 to retract, and again it has to come home. I'll remove the loop here and I'll explain here. So this is my home position. Initially my robot will be here. To run the program, see here, it will come to approach. After that it will go for the corner 1, then corner 2 and corner 3 in a circular path, and corner 3 to retract and retract to home. The one loop of the robot is completed. So the my desired path is a circular path, that is, we can see here, this circular path. That is what the purpose of this program. So if you want to generate a program for this, you just click on right click here, sorry, left click, Click on generate robot program. The program is generating now. Failed error. So as I told earlier, it will not generate program for all the programs, because this is a license, not a licensed version of robot. If you have a licensed version, definitely it will generate the program. So for student version, it has some access limitations. So if you cross that limitation, it will not generate program. So we have some complex movement here, that is a circular movement. So it has failed to generate the program because of the license problems. So if you have a licensed version of the software, definitely it will generate program for a particular this program. Earlier we have generated a program for the rectangular path. So this is very user friendly software. So but you want some more practice here. Without practice, it is very difficult to practice, means achieve the particular generate the particular program. So you have to practice and practice so that it will become familiar using the whatever the movement. Only the thing is to achieve the movement. So you can achieve the movement either by alt option or by wearing here. So that is the only thing you should familiar with. The movement of the robot you should familiar. This will happen only if you practice the software more and more. So that's it for the today's session. Before going to end this session, I would like to thank my colleague who have supported me for making these videos. Uh, I would like to thank all my teammates here, moderators, Dr. Channakeshav sir, subject expert Anita, subject expert Charan Kumar, and my subject expert Manju Adi, and fellow my other colleagues who have developed content for this particular subject. So that's it for today's session. Thank you, and we'll meet in the next section with another new program. Okay, thank you.